Hi everybody, it's Marie at Read, Create, Repeat Homeschool, and today I wanted to share 5 books that I should have gotten to sooner and didn't. Acacia Ives did this on her channel, and I'll link her video down below, but let's just jump right in. First up is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. It's a historical fiction set in World War II, and I was hesitant to pick it up because everybody was talking about it. It won the Pulitzer Prize, so there's the buzz again, and I was just kind of like, I don't know. Why don't we wait till it's not popular anymore? I'm getting better, but it's the thing I have. So while I was reading it, there were so many quotes that I wrote down. There was so much good plot development, but also character development, and I just really appreciate it. This book makes you step away thankful that we're not living in wartime. It's just awful, and I appreciate how the characters find the joy in the little things and looking for the beauty in life. And any books that have that happening, I appreciate. I love being reminded of that lesson. So that's first up. Second up is America's Women, and I did this in another video that I just am going to post. But 400 Years of Dolls, Drudges, Helpmates, and Heroines by Gail. I read this summer, but I've owned this book for probably 5 years, and I just didn't pick it up, and I don't really know why. It's a history book, and it's decent length. It's around 400 pages, but it read so smoothly. I cared about the people in it. She talks not just about the famous American women that you might know about, but also what the slave women were like, what the immigrant women were like, what the Native American women were like, all these things and how they play together. And this also made me thankful that I'm living where I'm living and when I'm living, because women have it rough in history. Anytime you read a history book, you come away thinking, oh my gosh, I cannot believe these women did not just mentally crack. And I know some of them did, but I appreciate so much the strength that our foremothers had in coming to this country and trying to survive, trying to make lives for their families and for themselves. And I know we have a lot of ways to go, but you got to give it to them. The women are tough, and I like seeing that in my books. I'm excited about reading the follow-up, which is 1960s on. So definitely pick that up if you want to know anything about history with women in America. Like this is what I would pick up. So next up is the Hunger Games trilogy. I waited on this one for the same reason that I waited on All the Light We Cannot See. It was popular and everybody's talking about it, and I don't normally do YA. I do love dystopian literature. 1984 and Brave New World are some of my favorites. So I finally bit the bullet because my best friend Becky was like, it's really not all that bad, Maria. And I said, okay, fine. So this is my nice hardcover set that I got for Christmas last year from my sister-in-law. So I'm pretty excited about doing a reread with those and kind of marking them up a little bit. I loved the world building in here. I appreciated that it wasn't just focused on the romance. The love triangle bothered me a little bit because love triangles bother me a lot. But I appreciated that she did a great job of asking questions about what we are doing in our own society. I felt like America is District 1 a lot, and we indulge in the reality TV. We like seeing people fail. We like seeing people humiliated and having to fight, and I don't know what that says about us all the time. It frustrates me, and I'm not like innocent of those things either. But between that and the consumerism, I thought it asked some really great questions about what's necessary and what our actions are doing to affect other people. So I liked it. I'm excited to reread it. And yeah, Suzanne Collins did a good job on those. The fourth book I don't have a copy of, but it's on my wish list, is called Power of Habit: Why We Do What We Do in Life and Business, and it's by Charles Duhigg. Yeah, I'll spell that. I don't know if I said his name right. But anyway, this book does a really good job. It's nonfiction, but it talks about the science behind why we do what we do, how habits are formed, how we can break them, how we can make new habits. And I really appreciate books that kind of explore that. It's kind of like life hacks, I guess, is the buzzword everybody's talking about. But he talks about in it how there's a cue, a routine, and a reward for every habit. And if you mix up a cue or a routine or a reward, you can change your habits. Whether you're tying it to something else you're doing, or whether you're giving yourself a reward for a new behavior, And I appreciated that book so much. I feel like it helped me create some new good habits of exercise and of taking care of myself more. And yeah, I should have read this in college. I don't remember exactly when this book came out, so maybe it was not around in college. But I think anybody who is trying to figure out how to do life better should pick it up. And the 5th book series that I should have read sooner, I'm reading with my kids listening to it on Audible, is the Ramona Quimby series by Beverly Cleary. And I didn't grow up with Ramona. I don't know why I missed that. Sorry, I did. But it's so cleverly done. My boys think she is hilarious. And my 2-year-old keeps trying to copy every single word that she says in the Audible version. So that's kind of funny to watch too. But listening to it as a parent is a different experience because you realize just how clever Beverly Cleary is in her writing. She writes like she is a little girl. And I think as adults, we kind of forget what it's like to remember and to look around at adults thinking, like, why are you doing that? That doesn't even make sense. And why aren't you doing it this way? This is so much easier. And why is everybody making such a big deal about this? I thought it was totally acceptable to do this. And it was really nice to kind of get my frame of mind changed a little bit. And then also just to see how her parents respond to her, because parenting is hard, people. And I appreciate seeing good parents in literature because it kind of gives you some inspiration that maybe you can get through this thing without mucking it all up. So yeah, if you haven't looked at the Ramona Quimby books, and if you want to read them with a kid, or if you just want something that is fun to get through, I wouldn't say it is twaddle or fluff at all. There's some meat on some of those stories, and they make you feel good, they make you laugh hysterically, and it's important. So those are the 5 books or series that I should have picked up sooner. I also should have picked up Harry Potter sooner, but I'm trying to make a habit of not including Harry Potter in every single video because that would be really easy to do. So I'll talk to you guys later, and don't be afraid of picking up books when you get them because sometimes you find some real big gems. So talk to you later. Bye.